Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another episode of this model layout thing that's currently taking 10,189 million years to complete. Alright, yesterday we did some more work on the bridge piers. And today, well, now that the glue's all hard and dry, like this stuff's solid. It's as hard as the cardboard is right now. I mean, I can literally just push on that and it won't break. That's just paper and glue. So now we're just going to do some more touch-ups. Oh, I'm not going to make this video too long, but it's just going to be self-explanatory. Now let's get all this funky stuff going. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to shape things up a little bit more here. Kind of make them look more tunnel-like. Since this doesn't really need any more strength than it already has, we're just going to focus on getting it to look a little better than it does now. So this video is going to be a different progress. Now it takes a long time for this stuff to dry. It took all day. If you guys have any questions or suggestions for different things that I could do in the video, feel free to leave a comment or post in Facebook, about your suggestions and ideas, and I'll take a look at them, and if it's something that I like to try, then I'll give it a shot. Oh, I got to do the other side of this. I forgot to do it yesterday. Oh, no worries. I mean, doing this glue and water technique really does help. Oh, okay. Telegraph pole can just fly away. The other side doesn't quite need as much work done to it because it's a pretty stable piece. It's just this side does. There we go. Now, as you notice, it's starting to take a bit of shape. Just got to really rub the glue on. And then we're going to paint this. There we are. From what it looked like yesterday, this is becoming quite a progress. I'm going to be doing a lot of other different things in the video too. So it's not just going to be one thing. In these videos I'm probably going to do... I want to do some car weathering and stuff and show some of that. I'm not very good at it. But I think it'd be fun just to show you guys some weathering. I got that idea planned out at some point during this series. My throat's not as dry as it was yesterday. You just want to make sure that you get these bridge pier things or whatever they're called. I still can't remember the name of them. Make sure they're I think they're bridge ends. There's a name that they use for these things. I can't remember. I think they're just bases actually. The base of the bridge or something like that. For the life of me, I can't remember what they call them. But once all this stuff's done and all the glue's dry, we're going to paint them. I think we're going to weather them, we got to paint them, we got to make them look bridgy. Got to make them look Bridget. That was a pun. It wasn't a very funny pun, but it was a pun. It was punny! Okay. Now, get that side done. And this is the last piece that goes on the other side. And we got that all covered up. Now we gotta wait a while for this to all dry. In the meantime, we're gonna do something else. All right, let's see. Now we're working here on this little area again. I've got like these little knickknacks and small little things from the Moncton Hobby Show. So I've got a full box of this stuff for like 10 bucks. So I think this stuff's kind of cool. It's neat little parts. Now, oh, you can see that. Yeah, you can. Now, you got this little rail shelter, a little storage shed. So we're going to put that on here somewhere. The smell of glue. Let's just glue this guy down. Where are we going to put you? Oh well, got a little bit of glue. Let's put it over this little spot here. In you go. And put the tank beside the storage sheds. Well, yeah, I guess we'll put it on an angle. I don't really want anything to look too crazy, so we'll put it on an angle. Just a little storage tank to refuel the locomotives. After all, in the little yard here. So we'll put that about here. Sort of just have it on an angle. Sort of like to just kind of planted it down. And this little box, I'm not really sure what it's supposed to be, but it's kind of cool. It's got a little door on it, a couple vents, and some beams. So we're going to put this up right next to the building. You guys can't really see that. Now you can. I'm going to put it right here. So glue that in here. Actually, I want to get this really, really glued up. We'll just sort of stick it right there, right beside our dirt pile. Oh, it's got like a little throw switch. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that right beside the fuel tank, come to think of it. Yeah, right in here. I just put this on this side, so that way it's sort of like a little thing for the fuel tank. And just push that down in there. Oh, glue. There. That looks kind of neat. Now we got some spare ties. Which we're going to put, of course, right there. You guys hopefully can see it a little bit. Extra ties that the railroad uses beside the gravel, or the ballast. Just slop the glue on there. Really slop it good. Doesn't really matter. And just glue that down. And there you have it. Also, I've got these little wheel end pieces that I put at the end of the track here. So those are there. And we got ourselves a dumpster. A dumpster just full of random stuff. So we'll glue the dumpster in place. You know, we'll put this behind the shed. This is turning out to be quite a little area here. So yeah, we'll put this right back here, right up close to it. Right up next to it. Get that in there good. Got a tree over there. Okay. Now that kind of looks a little neat. I'm going to show you guys from a front angle now. Alright, now, since we got all this crazy Yahoo stuff installed, it's a tree. We gotta put in our vegetables. Some glue. So we'll just stick a tree in here, like just slobber it in. Yeah, let's just make a big mess. It doesn't matter. Get in there. In you go. There. We'll just slobber that in there just like that, because, you know. Put a little bit on the building. And a little bit on the oil tank, because, I mean, this is a big bush. It's supposed to be a little tree, but it's a big bush. Actually, it kind of does look like a little tree kind of sprouting out a little bit. Got that glued in there. Sorry, I'm talking a little quick here. Put this tree back in the corner behind the oil tank. Squish it down. I actually could just take them and stuff them into the foam. Let's see. Oh, we're gonna put another tree. Put another tree right beside the oil tank, right here. Use a screwdriver to stuff it in there. Break off some of this up. It's only a small little, I think it's an apple tree. Looks like an apple tree. Where'd the hole go? Can't find the hole. Oh, there it is, I think. And stick that down in there somewhere. Yeah, in you go. Excellent. And there's another little tree. This area is starting to look really good. We got a tree back here. Well, some of these broken trees are still useful. Just stick a tree on along its side or something. Make it look like a huge giant shrub, maybe. Would that work? Make it like a giant shrub, or just stick it back in here like another tree. I don't know. Kind of hidden the oil tank, but really should have just buried the oil tank, but it's all good. Let's see. Well, can't really stuff that tree back there. You can stuff this one on the other side of the dumpster. But then I want to put something over here too on the far side. So, yeah. Here's a couple of telegraph pieces. What we'll do with these, we'll just have these kind of maybe leaning up against a shed here. You know, a couple of telegraph bars that, you know, broke off at some point and they just never bothered to replace them or fix them. So they just sort of stuff those off to the side. Look at all those useful insulators. Got like this. Our building came up. Piece 2. Piece of the pole. Which they fired in there somewhere. Yeah, just a piece of... kind of looks like a broken telegraph pole that they just stuffed in the corner for no particular reason. What else can we stick there? A couple of pieces of broken rail. I got some pre-rusted rail right here. Here's 3 pieces of rail. Oh, these are actually naturally rusted. They're not painted. I stuck them in water for a week and rusted them that way. Let's put the rail right here on the ground in front of the place. A little maintenance shop for the railway. Just one rail. The second rail beside it. Yeah, have it leaning. And we'll put one rail kind of out. Move that accidentally. One rail on its side. I know my big hand's in the way. And we'll do that. There. Yeah, we'll have that right in there with the insulator. There. Well, I think that's it for today's video, folks. That was relatively fun. I hope you enjoyed. And tomorrow we'll finish the bridge and paint it up and get it all slobbered. And we'll go on to another part of the project. Anyway, until then, see you later, folks, and be well.